Oh boy, it has been a day. Let me tell you, it has been a day. I am essentially just happy to, kind of be moving on with the day. Um, goal. What if I, well, okay. Selected properties. Yeah, okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah. Oh, I guess we got to do the. We got to be better about actually like notifying people that I'm going live and such. So let's just make sure we go ahead and hit the Twitter sphere. Doki Doki Literature Club today. Stop by and say hashtag Booty Realm Unite. Twitch.tv/ it's Benpai. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a hashtag Booty Realm Unite. Doki Doki. Doki Doki. Because we're gonna. Yeah. Which GIF do we want to use? That's life's real question here. This looks good. We're gonna use that one. Hell yeah. My sound is so low? Really? Because it actually says that I'm peeking into the red when I am looking at my. Okay. 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 That's fine. That's fine. We're gonna launch up the game. We're gonna do. I definitely did go call you out. Um, do 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 do. It's such happy music. It's such happy music, and it's a lie. Happy music that's a fucking lie. No. Do. Da, 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 da. Oops. Notice something strange? I've seen it. I've been on this page. I've seen it. I have seen it. Ah. We're just here We're just out here ready to get mind fucked, essentially. Essentially, that is what we are doing. Do you think I need to tell? I guess I should tell Quiche. Um, how was your day, Tarilla? Did you have a nice day? Ah, hot and tired. It is incredibly hot here too. It is incredibly hot here as well. Not a huge fan of the heat. But now I live on the West Coast, so you threw a client out a window. That's fantastic. I wish I could do that to some of my clients. Ugh, clients are the worst. What just happened? Ah, that's what happened. All right. Oh wow, it's really been that long. Clients, not puppies. Okay. Okay. I need to actually look at at what went down the last time I was on because it has been that long. Da 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 da. And I gotta get my Monica voice warmed up. Like, you're back, and I like brought a guest with me. I am not liking this already. I quit. Game's over. A guest? Oh gosh, what was what's her bucket's voice? Uh, seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Like, don't be mean, Natsuki. But like, anyway, welcome to the club, Benpai. I have to like turn my head upside down. Oh, hey, I need to also do. Hey, wait a second. Wait a second. Oh. Ha 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 ha. Totally done on purpose. Calculated. Absolutely calculated, guys. There we go. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Except for one! So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Like, anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, like, I ran into Benpai in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that, like, great and all? Wait, Monica. Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Like, sorry, I'm sorry. I didn't, like, forget, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Korean ads. Like, yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Benpai? The girls I have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, like, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but, like, we'll make you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's like my duty to make the club fun and exciting for, like, everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Haven't forgotten the voices yet. We'll see how it goes. It must be hard to start a new club. You could, like, totally put it that way, and it totally was, but it really wasn't, but it was. Not like many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's like something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Like you have to work hard to convince people that you're both having fun and that you're both fun and like totally worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm like confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. While I sip on my chocolate peanut butter porter by the Horny Goat. Not really an ad, but it is delicious. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gives us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Like, don't let yourself get intimidated, Yuri. He's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Benpai, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking, but not really joking. Don't tell me what to do, Turilla. But, I mean, she was my second choice already, so there is that. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? Spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp for something I can relate at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. These rock-hard abs. No. Those don't exist. Just kidding, guys. Like, I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It, like, suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Oh, like that's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You, like, left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were like working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud." Give that back. Like, fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. I do feel like I'm turning into John Mulaney when I'm saying some of these. No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, so not a very confident writer then. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Like, do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Like, maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Moment's gone. Like, hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's, like, all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, like, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, like, everyone is even. Uh, uh, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Benpai? Hold on, there's still one problem. Like, what's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. Where is Sayori? Why are we not talking about this? I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Yep, everyone looks mad at me. I know she did, but I want to know what the fuck is happening. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. What the hell happened? Oh, I know what happened. We're okay, we're okay. Like, but... I'm sorry, I thought... It's my favorite word. The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Benpai. Like, the thing is, we don't really have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've, like, been trying really, really hard to find new members, and if we don't, like, find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Fantastic. Fantastic, Benpai. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up. That's great. I'm so happy for you. Do you, like, really mean that, Benpai? Yeah. Could be fun, right? Could. You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all of this, I'd be super pissed. Duh. Like, Benpai, I'm, like, so totally happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. You're, like, totally the best. I'll do everything I can to like give you a great time. Wink. Okay. Thanks, I guess. Like, okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can like totally share with each other. Monica looks over at me once more. Benpai, I like totally look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I think he's going to have to focus on the words for Yuri this time. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Luckily, I was choosing a lot of Yuri words to begin with anyways. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea. I guess I'll be on my way then. Well, they're here to stay. Okay. Like, I'll see you tomorrow then. I like totally can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. We're gonna do standing. We're gonna pretend that we're each of the girls standing, okay? So, Natsuki, gotta push my chest out like Yuri, and then Monica. Okay. Hi. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls, and we'll find out. Alrighty, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Oh, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Oh. Okay. There's no more dot. Oh, okay. Okay. Motherfucker. Grief. There we go. Man. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Go for big words. Okay. Headphones is a big word. Existence. In deep, emo, edgy words. Eternity. Misfortune. Anger. Nope. Anger is not one of them. Whirlwind. Disaster. Tragedy. Horror. Depression. Said edgy emo. My bad. Analysis. Incongruent. Disarray. Melancholy. Frightening. Dark. Oh, motherfucker. Like, hi again, Benpai. Glad to see you, like, didn't run away on us. Don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I'm pretty sure Monica is Satan. That is all I have gathered from this game so far, is that Monica is the devil. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Okay, cool. That was good. That was nice. Thanks for keeping your promise, Benpai. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Fucking A. I am cursing a lot. And I'm going to apologize to everyone ahead of time. Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to be wholesome. Monica, the fuck are you doing here? Natsuki, certainly big mouth, someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Is this Monica speaking? Like, Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps the manga collection in the club room. I can't see it! Oh, I understand. Things just look fucked up right now. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. You know what bothers me the most is the fucking music. Ah! Okay. I'm sorry, Benpai. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki at a point. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might be interested in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. I'm not turning it off, I'm just stating that it bothers me. I know the classroom is getting tilted. Oh, wait. I didn't mean it like that. Ooh. So close to an ooh-woo there. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read it. We could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. And continue drinking alcohol until this game doesn't stress me out. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Hey, look, the room's normal again. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Catch a glimpse of the cover of her book, it looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Okay. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. Ellipsis. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, ellipsis. I was just spotching out. I would mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Okay. Okay. So there's just a weird line. Right there. That's delightful. And now her eye's falling out. So, good. That's good. It's fine. It's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Everything's fine. The eye's definitely not moving farther and farther from her face. I wanted to reread some of it. Okay, at least the weird line's gone from her neck. Her eye still looks a little fucked up, but hey. Just curious, how come you have two copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. I see. Something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Yeah. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Is it her eye that was falling off? Basically, it's about this religious camp that has turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. Good evening, Doodlebug. Are you here to witness me being absolutely stressed out of my goddamn mind? The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Benpai? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri was into those things. Here to witness you for like 10 minutes before I fall asleep. I don't know if this is what you want to try and fall asleep to, my dude. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. Either way, I do appreciate that you stopped by. It's just this kind of story. It's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things, like books and writing, fill my thoughts. My whole body becomes... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's really... I don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, might as well get started reading it, right? Oh my god. Who convinced me to play this game? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. This doesn't feel like love. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading with someone's company. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. All right. I open the book and start the prologue. Please do not make me read this book. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Ha ha ha. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh no! I'm sorry, Quiche. Nope. What is it? What are the commands? Oh no, slash. What is it? Benpai bot was rude. Let me see what it, mod tools. Ah, that's what it is. I need permit. It's quiche. Okay. No? What the hell do I do? Try again, quiche, and see if it works. Oh my goodness. I can't. Oh my god. Nope, still. Cool. Okay. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh no, not our shoulders. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Aww. I do the same with my right arm on the other side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Oh. To turn the page? Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Doodle. It's not. It is not wholesome. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that thought came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. Yep. 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 You can rest if you're feeling a little sick or something. Your breathing is a little... Am I breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest, as if to feel her heart beat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Like, Benpai! Did, like, something just happen now? I have no idea. Yuri was just acting a little strange, I guess. So, like, you don't know anything? Sorry. Can't say that I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, like, no. Not, like, really, but, like, kind of, but, like, totally not really. I was just, like, making sure that you didn't do anything to her, like, murder her in her sleep or anything. No, nothing. Like, don't worry, I believe you. Silly. Like, Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, like, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, like, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that, like, okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. Make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. So here's the thing. I don't trust Monica, okay? I don't trust Monica at all, but I don't like Natsuki. So I'm kind of stuck with, do I share the poem with the one I don't trust, or the one I don't like? And I have to say, I think the one I don't trust is the one that I should keep closer. So I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in the effort. Like, hi, Benpai! Having, like, a good time so far? Yeah. Like, good! I'm, like, totally glad to hear it. But, like, by the way, since you're, like, new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like, new activities or things we could, like, totally be doing better, I'm, like, always listening. Don't, like, be afraid to bring those things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. She made that sound absolutely terrifying. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Like, anyway, want to share your, like, poem with me or something? Or do you want to share something else, if you know what I mean? No, let's talk about your poem. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Like, don't worry, Benpai. We're, like, all a little embarrassed today. You, like, know what I mean? But it's, like, that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past, like, so soon. It's, like, not even funny. Yep, that is true. I hand Monica my poem. Like, great job, Benpai! I was like, ooh, in my head while reading it. Like, ooh. It's, like, really metaphorical. I'm, like, not sure why, but I kind of, like, didn't expect you to go for something, like, so totally deep. I guess, like, I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. It's all good, Doodle. It's part of your charm. Like, that's totally not very fair. Well, like, I guess it worked anyways. You like, you know, like, Yuri likes this kind of writing, like, right? Like, writing that's full of, like, imagery and symbolism. Like, sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. And I don't know what's unnerving. Is my voice unnerving you, Doodle, or is the game unnerving? I mean, not that I'm going to change doing the voices because, yeah. The laughing. I like don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but like sometimes I get the impression that she's totally given up on people. She like spends way too much time in her like own head, and it's totally like a much more interesting place for her. But that's like why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's like used to being indulged like that. She must like really be starved. She like must be really starved for social interaction, so like I totally don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier. I think like if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and like looking for some alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri! I'm back. Did I miss anything? Like, not really. Well, we all start sharing our poems with each other. Uh, already? I'm sorry for being late. Like, no need to apologize, Yuri. We all know you're cray-cray. We still have, like, plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. I'm not cray-cray, Monica. I'll kill you in your sleep. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should get my poem now. Anyways, do you, like, want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm, like, not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Duh. That doesn't mean I always have to, like, feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Mm-hmm. 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 So, like, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback right now. Like, it's okay. Like, yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Hey, Musey, what about your internet? Like, that is a lot of poems have like been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines, and like when performed out loud, it can be really, really powerful. You know what I mean? What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, like, I'm not sure I know how to put it, but like, I guess you could say that I had some kind of like epiphany recently. It's been like really influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. Like, yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's like kind of coming on strongly. Maybe like after everyone is better friends with each other. Like, anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're like writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to like think about it is this. If you like keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink, like my soul. So just like move your hand and go with the flow. That's like my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Here to watch Ben's waifus. Well, now I want to share it with Yuri. Ellipses. That actually looks like a face. Like, as Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. And then her eyes disappear. Oh, he's going to hate me. Yep. I mean, they're right there. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their own style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if... Oh. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, it's not something that you can really be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased sometimes, though. Biased? How? Well... Hey, Kayla, how's it going? Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I feel like this is the same poem. Okay. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, and I flicker back. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? Yay, Musie's here. I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, no, I'm a slow reader. I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. Uh, that's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. It was nice. Even though it's short, it's really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Are you a ghost, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Benpai. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all, but remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Ben missing the point. Classic. Yes. Yep. Also, hi, Hibachi. They usually do more than a simple story to paint a picture. Or paint a picture. This isn't about a ghost. Oh. So do most Overwatch players. Ouch. Ouch, Mew. Ouch. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in our last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That is a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so. Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Benpai. Me too. Da da da. Alrighty. The one I don't like. This is also my least favorite voice to do because every time I do it, I have to think about it. Yes. Shoot, Hibachi. Natsuki is best girl, don't at me. I won't at you. But if I were to rank the girls from 1 to 4, Natsuki is 4. I miss Sayuri. Why didn't you give Yuri Harmony Orb instead of shooting your shot? Mother of God! I'm banning Hibachi. I hate you, Hibachi. Okay. Benpai, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? My opinion may be biased from the Natsuki stories I read before. Ah, I have no prior knowledge about this game whatsoever. So I'm going in this. We're going in dry. Unprepared. Harsh. What? You expect me to, like, believe that you actually put effort into this? I guess this is the second act? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about.
finished. Can we get an F in chat for Sayori? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Kayla. That is what I've heard. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because. Hey, thank you so much for the follow. It's Kayla. Welcome to the Booty Land. Be sure to treat that booty to a comfy seat while you watch and enjoy the stream. Thank you so much, Kayla. Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. Is it? Stop it! I hate you so much. Booty, 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 booty! So, people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. Oh god, I got someone to come in here and yeah. Bitch, what do you say about my cupcake? Comes in, pulls out a gun. I made cupcakes. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it put. Oh, wait. This is Natsuki speaking. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It's the closest thing to a gun. There's something else that's easy to read, but hits you hard. Yo. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. Oh my god. I'd say that took a dark turn, but this whole game is a dark turn. Just the entire game is a dark turn. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, pretty much. It's so far only been in this room. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. In a certain bedroom with a certain hanging ornament. That is true as well. That is true as well. I don't know what you're talking about with the hanging ornament, because I don't remember that in the bedroom. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. Wow! Wow, Mew, coming in here, being toxic. Hi, Quiche. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Oh. I get it. That's right. Yeah. Shh. Please don't do that. I would really appreciate you not creeping me out. Wait, what? I miss things too. I don't know what's happening. What? There's something behind Natsuki's head? Terry, please don't. I am never playing a scary game with you guys again. Ugh. See the poster? This poster? This one right here? Changed into a picture of a certain room. Oh, I missed that. There's a cupboard door right there. Okay. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Or make me play a horror game and watch me cry. Yeah, that's essentially what's going to happen to me anytime I play a horror game. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Please play Amnesia next. No. Oh my god, it is Sayori's room! This is clearly not horror. It's a wholesome virtual novel game. Mm-hmm. No horror at all. I guess you could call it fancy. Can't you? You know, I'm not going to look too closely. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Yeah, like Sayori did. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. Humph. My favorite word in the whole game. Humph. Move, Natsuki, I want to see. I don't. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Benpai did too. So, based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Uwu chain? Uwus. I'll hit you. Tsuki, I will yeet you out of that fucking window if you don't move. Yikes. Violent. Natsuki on Natsuki violence. Natsukicide. Which I haven't yet. And Benpai liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Okay. The music stopped. Please don't stop the music, music, music. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Benpai appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? I no. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Benpai started showing up. Natsuki. Like, Natsuki, that was like a little. This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. Oh, I missed it. Oh, darn. Ah! Jesus. Ah! Me? Look who's talking. You want to be an edgy bitch? Edgy? See? Just saying that proves my point. Most, most people learn how to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to know anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. Think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let Benpai hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll go be head over heels for you after this. Uh, Suddenly Yuri turns towards me as if she noticed I was sitting there. Benpai, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Sideways for attention, long ways for results. I can't read all that. What? I'm... I don't like this. Okay. I've... I'm just gonna look at the small one. Okay. Like, um... like, hey Benpai, why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Uh-huh. Like, sorry about that. They, like, totally shouldn't have been. They, like, really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably, like, better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. So, some president I am, right? Am I right? No, but really, I'm the best president. I, like, can't even confront my own club members properly. I just, like, wish I was able to get a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Like, totally. Anyways, why is Monica from California? It's the only voice I could think to give her. That's why. She looks like a Valley girl. Like, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. Ooh, sad Natsuki. She runs away quickly. Like, oh dear. Well, like, it looks like they're done. This just adds to the lore. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth on her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Benpai, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's like, fine, Yuri. Oh, yay! There she is. I wonder if there is a way to use my like track my like put on the screen somewhere my heartbeat monitor from my watch, because if I could do that while streaming, you guys would legit see. No, it's an Apple Watch. You would legit see how much that Yeah, I don't know how someone notices that, how someone doesn't notice that. Anyways, we like, no, you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm like totally sure Natsuki will forget all about it by like tomorrow. If you figure out a way, Mew, let me know because I will absolutely do that and maybe stream another game like this. There's really, really small, really 2D person dead on the wall. Yep, that was Sayori, Doodle. That was the girl from Act 1, who you find in her room having hung herself because she was your neighbor since you were a child. Like, completely. Anyway, like, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. And she loved you. Yep. I wasn't here on Act 1. Yep. Yep. Yeah. I'm sure there's a clip of me, like, freaking the F out. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. Like, I'm the president, so, like, I should totally be the last one out. I'll, like, wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Benpai. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Sigh. Because this time they put sigh in quotations, and other times they don't. Sayori always was a sweet little cinnamon roll. Yes, I miss Sayori. Thonkhorn that it would be a friendly friendship game. I think Box made all the clips. Yeah, Box does make all the clips for the most part. Terry. I really don't. I guess I don't. I guess I don't even have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really. What? I'm not choosing that word. I'm not. But that is literally the only word that I feel fits Yuri. Oh, heaven sent. Thank you. Whew. Mhm. Mhm. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna use it. Mhm. Uh huh. Uh huh. Mhm. Damn. Okay. I didn't catch the scary face. It was creepy AF. I'm okay with this. Enough things about this game freak me out. Another day passes. This has fried my brain. I told you, Doodle, not the best game to try to fall asleep from. Oh my gosh, it did it again. Oh, okay. No, no, no. Benpai bot timed you out because it doesn't like links. Um, but I do have the link in my purged box. Oh, it is Obi-Wan Kenobi with an Espeon. It's an Espeon. It's my favorite Star Wars character with my favorite Pokemon. It's trying to link about heart rate monitors on stream. I see that. Uh, oh, I guess maybe let's click on it now.
Pulsoid app, but that apparently only does traditional heart rate readers. So my second to latest. Meaning, but basically if Apple has any app that does real-time connection, like Windows, this is really great. But I don't know any of this. Thanks, you have a timestamp or you're talking about. Okay. Dude, Ahsoka is my second favorite. Like, I love Ahsoka. This doesn't really... Let's just do it. Display, Apple Watch, heart rate on PC. Hmm. Okay. We'll look it up after today's stream, and try to get it set up for the next stream. In 4 horse. Oh no, guys, Doodle has to be up in 4 horse. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. That boob. This is a scene I'm okay with. Perfect. A-okay. Hi, Yuri. Specifically the right boob, which is obviously the better one. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, which I can't see, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Hours. Oh, I guess there's the rest of her now. Yuri glances over his shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk, and surprisingly, Monika isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. Please don't do anything scary. I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. It's not Pierce. It's okay, Doodle. I understand you. I understand you. They're picking on you, though. Not just me, but Natsuki. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Six-legged horse? Caca! Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Benpai, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. If you know what I mean. And I'm really glad you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around. And, sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monika? Ah! No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man. Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you say something yesterday? Oh my god. Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. You don't even remember anything bad happening.
You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear. What? No! Fucking Alexa sitting in here trying to freak me the fuck out. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Ah, sorry, I'm super... Sorry, I'm like super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Oh, Terry, you didn't get to see it? Let's review. Let's fucking review what happened yesterday that has me so tilted every time Hibachi brings up a harmony orb. Okay? Because this drove me absolutely insane. Watch this Roadhog. You notice the beautiful harmony orb on him. Hamster dying. Harmony orb still on Roadhog. Oh no, I'm dying. Oh, I died. Zenyatta, just heal me, bro. Just heal me, bro. Learn to heal me, bro. Learn to go fuck yourself, Roadhog. That's how I felt yesterday. It's great. Well, my last period today was study hall. And, to be kind of honest with you, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I, must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. I mean, just build trance faster, forehead. I mean, I guess that's probably what he meant, is that I didn't have trance up for him. God, I'm so dumb. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. And, don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not, really good yet. I totally am, though. But I'm not good. Still. That must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should, you should, you should play for us some. You should play something for us sometime. That's. Could crush a watermelon with those thighs. Probably. And that'd be okay. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Crush Natsuki. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, she could crush Natsuki in her hands, never mind her legs. You just do this to Natsuki. Dink. I totally won't let you down, Benpai. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure you or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyways. I guess, like, that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. Not sure if Monaco is referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, like, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really? Choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. I don't know why, but I've got really bad vibes about this whole place here. Something about it has me worried. Benpai, um, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I don't trust you, Hibachi. I don't trust anyone in this chat. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. I hate you, Hibachi. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. No, Mew, you're the only one here I trust. Because you don't know what's happening. I need to try to calm down. Won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea, not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. Why am I so happy about not knowing? I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind that has a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in the teacher's desk, then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. Bow chicka wow wow. To my surprise, the way she moves it really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. It's called a Brita, you uncultured swine. Especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Hashtag legs. Hashtag Brita. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did, Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Okay. So, the way I imagine it is her torso's that big, and her legs are that big. But that doesn't make sense. She looks like she'd be taller than 5'5". There's a girl my fucking height, but her legs were up to my boobs. What? That is messed up. Yo, fun side story. No joke, customer in a store. Did you ask if she was okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. I don't like when the scenes transition. 10 minutes pass. Oh boy. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Hey, do me a favor. Magic 9 Ball. Is this game going to freak me out in the next 5 minutes? It's a sarcastic 8 ball. Because it's a 9 ball. And all it says is, are you serious? Oh my god. that yeah. Yeah, Mew, you should have just asked that. It's Wake Tucky. Here's something holding her up. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go looking for her. Let's see.
It's the most logical place nearest water. Start heading down the hallway. KaiQ 120BR 1000. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Booty Land. Be sure to treat that booty to a comfy seat while you watch and enjoy the stream. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. Sounds like breathing. Sharp inhale like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh my god! Thank you so much for the follow, Loli Natsuki. Welcome to the Booty Land. Be sure to treat that booty to a coffee seat while you watch and enjoy the stream. What? Thanks for waiting patiently. Doodle? I know! Jesus, Dick. I am going to start using that exclamation from now on. Jesus, Dick! Ugh. Benpai, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. But describe the dick. Obviously uncircumcised, right? You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. Jesus' glory rod. Oh my god, wait, no. I missed stuff. Damn. Hi, Kenny. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. And you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. That's great, Yuri. Yes. Yes, you did miss me freaking out. Because Kenny... What did you do outside, Yuri? Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Benpai. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. Watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Benpai, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Wink. I'm okay bending you over the desk. Ayo! Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? Bet she uses a flail on her... Oh my god. I wonder why that is. It's... Yes. I wonder why she has back issues from carrying her team. It's most likely because of my... Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes. That's exactly it. I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. Retrieve the book from my bag. Ah, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies from her side snack. I take it, since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. Oh no. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this?
Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Brave move for a shy girl there. Yep. Guys, it broke Doodle. I know. I know. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the... Blah, blah, blah. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. Dot dot dot. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. Briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where. Stop looking at her boobs. I don't know what you're talking about. Where's my mouse? There it is. It's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? You sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have any harder of a time reading from it, but as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, feed it to her like the gentle slight you are. Yuri is totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth, and then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book, she simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Uh, Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Ew. Hey, Bunnings. Did I just... Looks at me like she needs needs to confirm what happened. Benpai? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. Is she going to explode? I can't. Benpai. She dropped the precious chocolate. Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. I don't want to be by this closet. Oh my god, Mew. Benpai. Okay. My heart. My heart won't stop pounding, Benpai. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Benpai? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Oh, why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Okay. This is great. I love this game. Fucking love this game. It's so good. It's so good. Yay. Okay. Mother. It's time to share poems. Yay. I think I'm just gonna start with Monica. Like, a Benpai, I think you saw something early that you weren't supposed to see. What? I didn't, like, want to have to tell you this, but I, like, don't think I have a choice. It's, like, getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems, like, pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which, like, shouldn't be a problem in itself, but, like, when Yuri gets too excited, she finds, like, a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Like, isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. This is great.
This is wonderful. This game is delightful. Yay. Yay. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. She just wants to feel. It like might even be like a sexual thing. But like the point is, you've been kind of enabling her. I'm like not saying it's your fault though, but like I guess that's why I had to explain it to all to you. So I think like if you keep your distance, that would probably like be best for her. Yeah, this game is messed up, Bunnings. While you're at it, like don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it put together in the head, and like I know how to treat my club members. Not to be confused with her club's members. But like anyway, you want to like read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you like do too. Save me. The colors, they won't. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating something. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing ribcage. Oh, okay. Okay. Delete her. What is this? What is this? Yeah. Like, I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's like no point in explaining. Like, anyway, here's like Monica's writing tip of the day. Like, sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision, and like, when that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Like, can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Like, anything. Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for the day. Like, thanks for listening. Yeah. Yeah, Bunnings. Yeah, Bunnings. I assume you didn't find me by looking through Doki Doki streams. Because I think I'm going to start playing a new game of looking through Doki Doki streams and trying to find first playthroughs, being like, haha, sucks to be you, you don't know what's happening. Yeah, just as a thought, Benpai, come on, I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. That's why I made you play Benpai. No, I was Absol. I was following you ages ago. Oh! Oh! Gotcha. I remember. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, is kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Benpai? Honestly. I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together. Not exclude each other even more. This is such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today, and I just really don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. Don't get to read her poem. Wish I had a PC so I could play shit like this, to be honest. I mean, I don't imagine that this couldn't be played on something simple. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Benpai. This one might be even better than yesterday's.
How did you even pick up on this so quickly? I honestly would not be surprised if Doki Doki were not available on phones. Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Okay, that's actually probably good. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. Hands sweaty, knees weak. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Benpai. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart just pounds, holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Benpai? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual concealing my emotions. It's kind of embarrassing, but right now I just want you to read my poem too. Okay? Meh. Oh, come on. Wall of text. A rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding bolthead, linear gearbox, falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope, a torn harness, parabolic gearbox, expanding universe, tune controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time, devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gearbox, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second, bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, time devouring. Why? Why did you do this to me, you bastards? It doesn't matter what it's about. My mind has been all hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Dream. I was wandering an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room. Its ceilings and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side or to a wall, anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid and the sounds of splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by dark. With one hand, I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Okay. Like, okay, everyone. We're all done, like, reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, like, sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. It's a concern of mine, too. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively, like, ever since Benpai joined, and we've, like, started some club activities. But this isn't, like, the time for us to become complacent. Like, we still only have 4 members, and the festival is our only real chance to find more, like, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyways? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, don't you think you're like looking at it? I don't think you're like looking at it the right way at all. More to murder. Don't you like want to share your passion with as many people as you can to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? Like, the literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be like a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you like feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's like why we should work hard to put something together for the festival, even if it's something small, right, Benpai? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of Benpai to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Benpai joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. Benpai isn't even passionate about literature in the first place, and that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's interested in finding new members. The rest of us are like fine like this. I know you're like president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica's clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. Like, that's not true at all. I'm sure like Benpai and Yuri want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue the situation, no. Natsuki's like, right, isn't she? This club? It's nothing more than like a place for a few people to hang out. Why I think everyone here like saw it the same way as I did. But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members. Benpai, like, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, it's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, like, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. Oh, Monica. What's like the point of all this anyways? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What? Me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There there aren't there aren't many other places like that for me, and now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Benpai. It's not the same. Won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki. Suki ignores Yuri and walks out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry. Oh my god. Oh, good. Oh, good. I should try to do my best, consider everyone's perspective, and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Benpai? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is probably better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Each member contributes. Okay. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Yep, she's still bleeding. Alright, maybe we can talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Like, hey Yuri, I'm like, I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but like, I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're like a wonderful vice president. And also like a wonderful friend. Monica. I like want to do everything I can to like make this the best club ever. Okay? Me too. Like, yeah? Like, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival like tomorrow. Okay. I look forward to it. Shall we go, Benpai? Um, please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm gonna chat a little bit with Benpai like before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see you two tomorrow. See you tomorrow! Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew! Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Like, Benpai, I just wanted to, like, make sure you were enjoying your time at this club. Like, I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel like, kind of, like, I'm responsible for that as president. And, like, I really do care about you, you know? Like, I don't like seeing other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and, like, everything. And, like, Yuri being a little bit, you know... Sometimes sometimes it, like, feels like you and I are the only real people here. Oh my God. You, like, know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time we've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend, like, any time together. I mean, like, I guess it's, like, technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something, like, weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk with you about. Things I know only you could, like, understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet. No! And I think that's a good place to stop for the evening, guys. Yeah, yeah. My little heart can't take it. It's a tiny heart. It really is. And yeah. Let's find someone to host. Let's give someone a nice raid. No one is really streaming. What's his bucket was supposed to be streaming at this point in time. Why don't we
demons at this point.
why don't we just find another Doki Doki streamer? Let's find another Doki Doki streamer and give them some love. Maybe first playthrough. Yeah, let's sure. I don't know who this is, but we're gonna raid them. We're gonna give them a nice little raid. So send them some. Oh no, this is a rerun. No, we're not raiding a rerun. I guess we'll raid. All these people have so many viewers already. That's fine. We're going to raid this one. That's what we're gonna do. Send some love. I appreciate it, guys. I really appreciate everyone stopping by and being emotional support as I play through this game. It's been fun. Bye-bye. I love you all.